The lack of ideas is the biggest excuse. I hear that quite often. Most of my applications I build for myself, and if you are looking for app ideas, that's what I will recommend to you as well. Build applications for yourself. So we will talk about App Store optimization, paywalls later, but for ideas, think about what apps you would like to use. Sure, you can look around to find groups of potential customers to solve their problems, Facebook user groups, subreddits, whatever will work, but you should identify problems that you are kind of going to solve. And if you can work on solution for your own problems, that is perfect because you already know all the pain points and what problem are you going to solve. I like the saying that we don't need more products, we need better solution for existing problems. If you see that problem which is already at least partly solved but doesn't work perfectly for you, probably that is your chance. That is the reason why there are so many to-do applications, because everyone likes to see their own version of that and would like to use them differently. And if you have application which you are using but you don't really like it and you would like to change something, that is good point for starting. So again, we will go deeper on this development, shipping and iteration process, but basically you create the application, ship it, see if that works, and if it is not working, that's fine. Do not expect that you will be lucky and will make a lot of revenue from your very first application. If you can earn a few hundreds in a month, that's great. And keep going. Okay, let's take a look on idea capturing. You have this template available as well, but I don't know, but that is very simple. I'm just using, that's my example, what I'm using. And I'm writing down ideas when I have them. And then I iterate on few of them, and few of them is just staying as a concept. That's what I am suggesting to you as well. If you don't have idea for the application yet, try to keep up with one app idea every day and try to do that for a month. And at the end of the month, you will have 30 app ideas in your backlog, and the pick one which looks much promising for you, and validate this app idea, do research, all that stuff. Again, we will talk about those steps later. Try to get your brain into the thinking about app ideas. Let's take a look how this looks. So startup ideas, here it is. Hashtags, for example. Just hashtag generated and save it. Basically, that was app idea. Probably I have to drop it. I will not make another hashtag kind of creating and saving application. Let's move it to the dropped ideas, but I don't know, for example, freediving computer project, that's app idea. Basically, there is description of the application, and then I started to work on that project. Basically, I did some research, writing down requirements for MVP, all that stuff. That could be just Node, like this one, for example, fasting timer app with better notifications. That's it. How some running list with application ideas, and then you will always be able to come back and pick one idea on which you would like to work. And then you will have to pick one idea and research and validate this idea. That brings us to the step 2. Basically, we are trying to validate our idea and choose which one you would like to build.